And I beheld heaven open, and behold the white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. We are at
So
war.
you better lace your straps up.
Physical and spiritual.
We're at war. So you better lace your straps up.
Man, the hell up this room.
This is war.
We are at war.
So you better lace your straps up.
Physical and spiritual.
We're at war. So you better lace your straps
Man, the hell
up.
up this room. Big tanks, warships, and planted hands with small chips. North Korea, Russian spies, war is at our doorsteps. History doesn't lie, they beat the slaves with horse whips. So I think it's only right we pay them back with sword tips. End of time, spoken of, it's gonna get a little warm. Daniel 7 started 8, judgment of the little horn that beat us down, held us back, called us by obscenities. Prepare us a table in the 3, 2.
This is Patrick Dales, Maccabeestv. Yes, sir. If you want to reach me, you can reach
Right, come. Shalom, y'all. Salakia for the late start. You know, we definitely had to put safety first, you know, so we can make it on time. It's a little crazy out here with the weather being, you know, in the freezing range. So it ain't a whole lot of snow, but it's definitely enough for you to get into an accident, which we seen a lot on the way. So give all honor, glory, and praises for allowing us to make it safely. And again, Salakia, you know, for the lateness, for the tardiness. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I know, you know, people been waiting on us, you know. So Brother Yahshua gonna go ahead and start the class.
Shalom, give honor, glory, and praise to the Most High God, of Yahweh. And my name is Son, Malak Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach. And you know, before I'm going to start the class, I ask that y'all pray for Mayak, the house of Mayak Allah and his wife. I send a prayer up for him, and I send a prayer up for Elder Ariala. I send a prayer up for our sister, Lahat. I mean, you know, some things has been going on lately, and we just ask y'all send some heartfelt prayers up for all of them. But we're going through, I mean, everybody's going through rough times right now, and everybody can use some encouragement and some lifting up. But today, this class is going to be on work, endurance, and rewards, and slothfulness, laziness, and consequences. And see, this is things that needs to be spoken on because, you know, you got people out here that's doing the work, but then you got somebody that's losing the confidence in what they're doing as well. But yes, brothers, I mean, I know it's hard out here, heavy is the head that wears the crown. But nevertheless, that endurance is what we got to keep doing. And then you got some people out here who ain't doing the work, always on Facebook, trying to correct somebody else, like as if they, and then trying to say somebody else's doctrine is messed up and wrong, like as if they got all the answers, but they ain't out there on the streets putting in no work. So yes, we gonna get on y'all too. So with that being said, we're gonna start off with the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 35.
I'm ready. Kyle, you go ahead and get it up.
Oh, nobody can hear me? All right.
That's from this one.
How do I turn this on?
It's already on.
All right,
want to hear?
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 35.
Okay. Ready?
Right.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 35. When everybody there say, "Con." This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 35. And it reads as this: "Cast not away, therefore, your confidence, which have great recompense of reward." Keep going.
I'll start there. Whatever you do, just don't lose patience, don't lose hope in doing this work. If you mess around and just throw away because you feel like it ain't nothing that's gonna happen, and you turn back into the world, then you're gonna lose everything that you did right. It's gonna be thrown away. Don't lose confidence, and just keep your trust in the Most High and keep staying on His promises. Keep going out there and keep doing the work. Keep these laws, statutes, commandments up to your best abilities. Because guess what, young man? It's too late in the game now to be trying to give up and go back into the world. Because back then you ain't got nothing else to go back to. Look what's going on out here. I mean, if there are people out here that losing their minds, Trump wants us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You already had two clowns out there who one is dead and one got in office. And we already know that he's coming for us. Look what he said on the news. He said he's going to stop the extreme radicals of those, what do you call them again? What do you call this again? That word I'm looking for.
It's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of them. I don't know which one you're looking for.
Basically, just know that he's coming for us, and it's too late to be trying to give up now. Just keep going. Remain confident. Keep your trust in the Most High. He will not fail you. Besides, look at our forefathers before him. All of them trusted him and wasn't none confounded. Did none have no harm come onto them? Or nothing. He protected them. Because they trusted him and by keeping these commandments, right?
Come.
Read 36.
Verse 36. "For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of God, ye might receive the promise."
Remember, y'all, patience and endurance is key. Right now, so just keep running. Like I said, just keep going in this race. Because guess what? We almost at the end. Yeah, we're going to go through something. We're going to go through some harsh times, but guess what? We there. So you look to that brother and that sister on the right of you. If they ain't giving up, then you shouldn't either. Keep going. But this is all you got right now. Everything that's back there is gone. And sometimes you got to drop a few people off. You know what I'm saying? Your so-called friends and families that don't want to be in this truth. Hard situation, but it's just what it is, huh? They weren't chosen, you was. So whatever you do, don't fail the Most High, don't fail your family, and don't fail the brothers and sisters that's next to you.
Come.
Let's go to James chapter 1, verse 12.
Let's see. Yes.
You have something?
Yeah.
Can you?
A lot of times that, when people know that we got fight for the truth, they also see that fire go out. And sometimes, when like if I see somebody in the truth, going headstrong, then they start to fall out. Then myself, I can't trust them, even if I'm not in the truth. You see what I'm saying? Because to me, they fail God. That's why I don't go near that. That's the outward thing. That's why I don't go that deep into God, all that stuff, because I ain't trying to fail you. I want to do what I want to do. But you went all the way in and you failed, and now you back out. So it looked bad on our end when we look at him, a person that fell off, and then the people that seen him, that never was in the truth. It looked bad on both sides. Do it make sense what I'm talking about?
It makes sense.
Hey, Salakia, keep going.
37.
Actually, all three.
What you said, huh?
All three of them.
Okay.
The last three.
Gotcha. Okay, this is verse 37, and it reads as this: For yet a little while, and he shall come, will come.
Salakia, start read that again. That part again.
Verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come.
See that? He that shall come will come. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people, they lose hope. They're like, man, they've been saying we in the last days for hundreds and thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? That's what people say. But we understand the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? This is why the brother literally saying, hey, patience is key. You know what I'm saying? Just because you've been keeping the commandments, you know, or call yourself keeping the commandments for, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, however long, you can't literally be like, oh man, he taking too long. I'm finna go back. I'm about to go celebrate a birthday. I miss celebrating my birthday. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Right? It's just a little while. You might not even been meant to live to see the day of Yahweh's return. You know what I'm saying? So, but you gonna get mad at him because he taking too long for you. Well, guess what? You've been wicked all your life.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna speak on that a little more, but we're gonna keep going.
Salakia, like you said, the time, like you said, we know the scriptures, and it says 1,000 years is like a day to him. And he also says, your thoughts ain't my thoughts, so we can't say, like you said, we thinking we can dictate when he can do something. When we the vessels, he do it when he feel like it. It ain't no, we can wait. It's for 10,000 years. That ain't on us. You know what I mean? I yield. Go ahead.
See, like, what did Rebecca say? Rebecca say, I don't even want to be here when you come back.
Okay.
So sometimes we don't know what we're asking for.
Yep.
So Rebecca say, if you sing what I sing, and you talk about he taking too long, you better hope he is taking too long. Because from what I sing, I ask the Lord, don't have me sleep when you do this.
You know what? Ezra said the same thing in Second Ezra.
Okay.
He said, man, the things he's saying, he's like, man, he had to say, Adam, what hast thou done? What you have done, you are not fallen alone. I said, man, he's seen everything up to this point, man. He's like, man, I don't even want to be here when that happens.
Okay.
He said, he just like Habakkuk said, he said, he'd right be in the grave too. Before that day happens. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand where y'all come from with that.
Go ahead up.
All right, let's go to James chapter 1.
We got to finish it up.
Finish up. Finish it up.
Verse 38. Now that the just shall live by faith.
No, we could do what we want to do.
Now that the just shall live by faith.
Right? We have to have faith, and we know that comes with works. Right? Read.
But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
See that? Most High not dealing with you. He don't give a damn about you. If you draw back, guess what? Most High not dealing with you. So ain't no, hey, I've been studying this and I've been studying that, but you ain't been keeping the Sabbath. You ain't been coming to the feast days, but you say you've been doing this and doing that. No, the Most High said he has no pleasure in you if you draw back.
Right, just like he said in Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 25 or before that, 24 somewhere, he said, forgive me if I'm quoting wrong, but that's the wrong verse. For if a man turn away from his righteousness and goes back, it goes back to the world, all his righteousness that he done is going to be forgotten about. And y'all don't want that. Y'all do not want that. Then he gonna remember all your sins again. And then that time come, guess what? You gotta take your lick. You gotta take your lick. And that's just what it is, man.
This is something else how, when it's time to go to prison, what the things they do to stay out of prison. They don't understand when it's time to go to the lake of fire. They don't see the things we need to do to stay out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Or to stay away
That's
from
more
it.
serious. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, King. That last one.
Verse 39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition.
Right. So we're not trying to be those people. You know what I'm saying? We can literally, we can't necessarily speak boldly enough to say that we not because we don't know what the Most High's will is as far as who's gonna be there, who's not, who's gonna endure forever, who's not. But we're trying to study, show ourselves approved, and literally live day by day, minute by minute by this word. All right, go ahead.
But of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
All right, so that's who we want to be. That's who you should always aim to be. You want to be of those people. All right, before I pass it back to you, it's a brother in the chat. I know you asked the question, King, you know, but it's not on the base of what we bringing out. So we're going to get to you at the end. You know what I'm saying? So just stick around, King. We're going to definitely answer your question.
All right, let's go to James chapter 1, verse 12.
Bring it out.
1 and 12. It's the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. When everybody there say come. It's the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12, and it reads as this. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Right there. Blessed is the man that endures temptation. And guess what? How will you endure that? Everything comes within the first 5 books, the laws. Because guess what? The opportunity presents itself to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do this or you gonna do that? It'd be highly advised you to do the right thing. Your works and your faith and your works come from the laws. When it's presenting itself and when the opportunity presents itself. Like, for example, if you can sit up here and got some woman out here who's enticing you, to come to her house knowing that she married and be like, oh, my husband, man, he out of town somewhere and all that. Oh, don't go.
Right. Come.
That's going to show that you endure that temptation. If you got that temptation to go steal something, you pick it up, but then you like, no, I can't do it. You put it back down. You did the right thing. You endured that temptation. Because guess what? Temptation going to be around everywhere, and you got to endure this thing, man. The Most High going to look at everything you do. Like it said in Proverbs 15, verse 3, his eyes are everywhere. So you don't escape nothing. So it'd be best that you endure every temptation you go through. Because trust me, even our elders, they done been through it a few times. I'm talking the ones who've been in this for a long time. So I'm pretty sure they can endure it, and so can we. Read.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
That's what I mean. You got to endure it either to the world's end, when the chariot's going to get you, or endure to your end, whenever the Most High decides to take it, the Most High decides to take you out. That endurance right there is going to get you that crown of life. Especially if you get caught by those people out there, especially when we out there on our pilgrimage. That's when I get caught. Like I said, like he told us, man, you got to endure 10 days. The man that endures 10 days to whatever punishment they're going to give us, man, hey, we get the crown of life. So you better endure, but because guess what? If you mess around and betray the Hamashiach Yahushua, it ain't going to be nothing nice. It ain't going to be nothing nice. So like he said, it'd be best if that man had never been born. So ain't no tell what the hell type punishment you going to give. You mess around and say, no, I can't take this no more. I got to, I'm going to just go ahead and just give in. I'm going to go ahead and take this mark. I'm going back doing the worldly things. I want to be part of Satan's system. That's So that's a coward's way out. Look what Paul and Peter and all the other apostles had to do. One of them got sawed in half.
Alive, right?
Alive.
That's a beast.
And I'm pretty sure whatever they put us through, it ain't gotta be nothing. Yeah, that's nothing compared to what they went through. I read the next one.
Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God, for God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
Guess what? Don't be something talk about, oh, the Most High made me do it, or don't be talking about Satan made me do it. God tempts no man to do any type of evil. Yeah, and even though it said at one point in time he tempted Abraham, but he tempted Abraham to prove him. He didn't tempt him to do any evil. The Most High ain't gonna make you go out here and go tempt you to go kill somebody, go rob anybody, or sleep with another man's wife, or go sleep with another man. To go steal. The Most High don't tempt you to do these things. And they don't be talking about Satan, man, you do it either, because Satan has no power over you. Because guess what? If Satan can be there on your judgment day, what's gonna come out of his mouth? If you try to say, oh, Satan made me do it, Satan gonna be like, look at the Most High God. I ain't no authority over here, this man. And the Most High ain't gonna do nothing but agree with him. Endure what you go through. The Most High ain't gonna put nothing on you more than you can handle, y'all, and we all know that. Anybody want to bring anything up? I answer that.
You can keep going on that. Verse 14.
Verse 14. But every man is tempted, but when he is drawn away from his own lust and enticed.
See that? That's when you tempted. People want to blame, man, God did this. No, you wicked Negro, you did it.
Right.
You did that. You know what I'm saying? People love to blame the devil. They love to blame God. They never blame themselves. You know what I'm saying? And look, it was literally, when you read in the book of Genesis, you see why. Because look at what Adam tried to do. Adam was like, hey, you gave her to me. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's literally our people, man. We got to get out of that mindset, you know, because they'll say that in one breath, but in another breath, they'll claim that they have free will. Okay. You know, you really don't. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. When it all boils down to it, we ain't gonna get into that because that's another that's a whole nother lesson right there. You know what I'm saying? But just go, you know, with this scripture here, it's literally telling you that's your own lust. You know what I'm saying? So when you feeling something, hey, sometimes it ain't the Most High, and a lot of times it's your own wicked spirit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to draw that out. All right, go ahead, read 15.
Verse 15. But then, when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
See that? When lust have conceived, right? So a lot of times lust is not even the sin. It's not even became sin yet. That lust is just a little seed. You know what I'm saying? It's a little seed that gets planted in your mind, and it literally, it grows. The more you water it, meaning what? The more things that you watch, you think about, you water in that seed, right? And now when it is conceived, now it brings forth sin. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the brother was saying, you sitting there, you thinking about it, you thinking about, you know, committing adultery and things of that nature, and you think about it so much, you watch this woman or sister watch a man from afar for so long, you know what I'm saying? And then now they hurry up and they got to pounce on that situation whenever they see an opportunity. Guess what? That's your own lust that's drawing you away. Versus it's literally, what did Job say? You know what I'm saying? He said, pluck, make a covenant with his eyes. He said, hey, I'll pluck these things out if they betray me. You know? So that's how we got to be. You know what I'm saying? So when it lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And go ahead and finish that out.
bringeth forth sin and sin. When it is finished, bringeth forth death.
See that? It's over with. Now you don't have a chance because you wanted to keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? Doing it and doing it well. You wanted to be LL. You want to be LL Cool J, man. That's what you want to do. Nah, we ain't trying to be LL. You know what I'm saying? We want that W. We want that crown of life, man. That's what I got.
Man, I said, man, we ain't trying to take no L's over here.
You ain't lying.
We want, you know what I'm saying? We want everything we want W's in the wins column. We want our numbers going up in the wins column. Every temptation or any temptation, or working temptation that come upon us, guess what? Let that be another W in the wins. Let that be another number in the wins column. So we trying to get our wins. We keep trying to pile up.
We used to win.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Consistently win with your works by keeping these commandments, man. All right, let's go to Romans chapter 5 and start verse 3.
Like, I never been on somewhere where just, you just win. Like say you're on a team and our football team, basketball team, and all y'all do is just win. You got championship, you just win. Then when you finally go on the team, which some of them have went on the team, they were just losing. The only person know the big difference is the one on the team that's used to winning, and so he can, he on the losing team now. Even though he got a ring, they traded him to a losing team, and now it's like he see the people totally different. When you're on a losing team and you come from a winning team, the people is different. The strength,
The environment.
the power,
The culture.
it's different, And it's like say for instance, we Judah, of course, and if we go say we change it to Ephraim, we see that we ain't got the hands around Ephraim ain't got the hands around the enemy neck, not even around the enemy ankles. They ain't got the hands nowhere because it's hard to wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Ephraim is really. Ephraim's not like Judah. They're not waking up about 1,000 out here. If you get an Ephraim out of two camps, you're lucky. See what I'm saying? You can see a bunch of camps, but you ain't got Ephraim. You can find Ephraim every 1 or 2 or 3 camps, but you can't find Ephraim flowing like Judah.
Yeah, it just depending on your area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really depending on your area that you're in. Like in Detroit, you won't find a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? But go down to Miami, you know what I'm saying? Go even New York, go out to New York, Miami, you know what I'm saying? Cali, them tropical states, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They there for sure.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 5 and verse 3. And everybody there say kind. This is the book of Romans, chapter 5 and verse 3. And it reads as this. And not only so, but we glory in tribulations, also knowing that tribulations worketh patience. Keep going.
All right there. Why we're going in tribulations? Because when we come into tribulation, that's our faith being tested right there. So go in that thing, because guess what? You got the power to overcome it. And yes, there's gonna come a time where, you might fail every now and then, once in a while.
Of course, yeah.
But get back up and keep running this race, man. Get back up and pick your cross up and get right back behind your house again.
10 times harder.
10 times harder. Because guess what? In tribulation, your faith is going to be tested. And guess what? Y'all know that real test coming up soon. And this time, it's about to be serious game time now. And with that this major tribulation called Jacob's troubles, we about to see who really going to endure, and we go back to see who really going to fall out.
That's heavy.
That's just heavy, man. Like I said, man. So every day, man, we got to strengthen ourselves in these scriptures, man. Day in and day out. It's not our works about to really be on trial now. I read.
Okay. Verse 4. And patience, experience, and hope. Keep going.
Keep going.
And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad and in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us.
That's it.
Okay. I got a precept to add to like what you were saying in Romans 15:4.
All right, hold on. Let's find this right quick.
Of course, well.
This hope will not lead to disappointment. As why as that could be trusting the Most High God. We kept these commandments and we stood on His promises, trusting in Him. So guess what? Everything, all our works that we do in keeping these commandments, one thing is going to lead to another, to another. So guess what? We better go ahead. Let's go ahead and keep running and keep finishing this race, people. We almost there. So that's why we're gonna come across tribulation, but guess what? Let us overcome it. Let us overcome it by keeping these works and these laws. Like I said, just keep doing the right thing.
So like, where's that verse? Every man got to walk. Every man got to his own walk through a road that's real thin. Only one throw at a time.
Second Esdras, I'm talking about it being narrow.
Water and fire on the side.
That's how it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Y'all had, you want Romans 15?
15:4.
Come. All right, y'all, we're going to the book of Romans, chapter 15, reading verse 4.
Yeah.
All right, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Like what everybody was saying, through patience and like how everybody was referring to a team. This is our playbook. This is the guideline to show you how to get to what they say, the promised land. This gonna get you to the real promised land. You know what I mean? This is what the Most High laid out for us. We got the blueprint, opened up the book and read it and follow. You know what I mean? Like they always say, like you say with the sports and coach, follow the play I give you. Most High say, follow the playbook. Do what I tell you. I ain't gonna let you down. This is the guide. All you got to do is read. It's all laid out for us.
Man, and add on to that too, man. We already know that Yahweh is the owner of the team, and Yahweh is the head coach. So that's why if we on that narrow path, man, let this Bible continuously be our roadmap. Like you said before, out of here is all the issues of life, man. Whatever we going through, the Bible got all the answers. So whatever you do, don't throw away this. Don't do this with your roadmap, because then you gonna mess around, and get lost, and end back up on the broad path. Like bumpy roads, that narrow path we on. That broad path is that smooth one. So easy to see, but at the same time, it's hard to do right for some people. You don't get on twisted. The commandments ain't grievous now. It's not. When you sit there and reading, you think about it.
Yeah, you can't tell them Christians that, man. They try to do away with the whole law.
They do that the whole law. They might as well just go ahead and put this right here in the trash.
What they say, it's impossible to keep the law.
Yep.
No, just say you don't want to do it.
That's how bad. I just say you don't want to do it.
I thought it was impossible to dance on that pole if you want to. And you upside down.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's go down Hebrew. Let's jump back to Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 through 4.
1 to 4.
Oops.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 1. Everybody there say kind? This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 1. And it reads as this. Therefore, seeing we also are in past about with so great cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Verse 2. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and the finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endureth the cross.
All right, right there. It says, therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down, especially the sin that so easily trips us up. And yes, there's some small little things that would trip us up. And I would say right now, the smallest thing that would trip you up, I'm gonna go for and say the tongue.
That's heavy, yeah.
The tongue right there is about the smallest thing that would really trip you up. You mess around and say something you ain't got to been saying, and especially if it comes in existence. So guess what? You know what I'm saying? An idle tongue, an idle mind. That's one of those things right there that trips you up. So man, I said you gotta throw that thing away, man. You gotta tell your flesh, man, hey man, I'll leave you. Because guess what? Only one thing that can do. There's only one that's going to help you endure this race, and there's one that's going to help you win, and that's the Spirit. And just like y'all say, he ran the race. And when it was said and done, came back to the Father, he got that crown. Now we got to be like him, and we got to endure like the way he did, and he endured through a lot. Look how many people cursed him. I mean, they reviled him, cursed him. They tried to kill him.
Pulled his beard out.
They even pulled it, and that too, spit in his face. All because he rebuked them. And he taught the synagogues the right things to do. And the Pharisees, they hated that. And the high priests as well. I gotta show you that he was even coons back then, and it's coons now.
Right. Nothing new under the sun. Still the same.
Nothing new up under the sun. No new coons up under the sun. The same coons that was back then, the same ones that's here now. I mean, it's sad. So I said, man, like he told the sons of thunder, James and who? John?
Yeah.
That same cup that he got, the same cup they got. And guess what? We better be ready to drink that same cup with it boiled down to it. If he endured, then we got to do it too. If we say that we followers of him, read.
Despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. For consider him that endureth such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be weird and faint in your minds. Weary and faint in your minds. Verse 4.
Well, consider him that endures such contradiction of sinners. He endured every contradiction of what they try to throw at him. And he outsmarted them on top of that. For example, like when they asked him, like when those two guys, they asked him about the something.
Oh shit, I thought that was the dog.
It's something that was right to the tip of my tongue. Like when he asked them two guys asked him about, what the hell is it? I'm stuck right now. Dang, I hate when I get stuck like that.
I know one, Dan. I know one, Shucky.
Good.
When he ducked out and they tried to throw some stones at him, and he told them who he was, and they said he was blaspheming.
Oh, when he said I'm the son of God,
Yeah.
and it was like you're making yourself equal.
Yeah, right, yeah. And they picked up stones and threw it at him, and he ducked out. I remember that one.
All right, now I remember what it is now.
That's John 8:47, 8:45, 8:50.
Like when the guys asked him, but who gave him authority to do these things, right? And then he turned around and asked them, okay, now I'm telling you this then. The baptism of John, who was it given from, the Father? Or was it given from John? And when they both had came up, they both had whispered among each other saying, we say John, then it's gonna be like,
Well then, same
what?
with me.
Same me. And then we say from the Father, they're gonna be like, then why have you not believed me? So they turn around and said, hey, we can't tell. And guess what he said? Well, then do I tell you why I got the authority to do these things? He showed how contradicting they was, man. He outsmarted them people, man. He endured through that. I said, man, those people, all them Jews back then, they gave him hell, man.
Man, niggas back then, boy.
Now, those some niggas back then, some niggas right now. So basically, man, you like I said, man, the same thing he going through, we gotta go through too. Right? We out there on the corners, or we at work telling somebody the word. Wherever we at, we gotta endure it. And if he went through it, we gotta go through it too. We ain't no exception. The most I ain't go. I mean, like them Christians think we gonna just get the kingdom just handed to us.
Man, on the platter.
Not just to us, but for everybody. Even though they ain't even from the 12 tribes. We ain't getting the kingdom that easy. Come on, man.
They can't be grafted in, man.
Man, our people is something else, man. All right, verse 4.
Verse 4. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
You have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. So basically, I mean, we don't resort to blood or get angry or get mad. We just be like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? Let their blood be on their hands. And yeah, I know our people, I ain't gonna lie, some of our people do make us mad.
Man.
Especially out there in the corner, but nevertheless, though, man, we try to tell them something, and they try to flip it on us like we doing something wrong. And sometimes you just want to just abuse them, man. You be like, no, you know what, man, just got that self-control right there, like, no, you know, you ain't even working, man. Just at the same time, just keep cutting them up with this word, man. Just leave them be. But sometimes there's no point in trying to keep. Ain't no point in you trying to hurt them, because then you got sin on your hands.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't even. And sometimes it's even best not even argue with a fool because you don't hear no sensible words from him.
Yeah, fool can understand.
So basically, just like I said, man, just endure through this. Yahushua went through it, and we got to go through it. Yahushua ain't hurt nobody when he was out there preaching the word. I mean, those Pharisees and all them came up against him. Especially they tried to stone him for doing good works. Well, actually, when he said, because he said he was equal with the Most High God.
What they thought he said.
Or at least yeah, right for what they thought he had said. Let's jump to Galatians chapter 6, start verse 8.
That's the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 8. When everybody there say, come. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 8. And it reads as this.
Start verse 7. Slothfulness.
Start at 7.
Right.
Come. starting at 7, and it reads as this. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap.
All right, right there. If you sow good seed, you're gonna get good fruit. You sow evil seed, you're gonna get evil fruit. After evil seeds don't give you good fruit. Evil seed gets you no fruit. And if you ain't bearing no fruit, you already know the action's already laid at that tree, right? That means that if you ain't producing no good fruit, you already might as well count yourself as hewn down to get ready to get put in the fire. So guess what? If you sow, that's where your work come in at. Plant them good seeds, man. You know, use the good seed, the fruits of the spirit. Anything that's not of the spirit is evil, and the Most High ain't dealing with that. Whatever you sow, whatever you sow, you're gonna reap it. Read verse 8.
Verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reapeth corruption.
See, right there. If you sow things in the flesh, you're gonna reap corruption. And corruption gonna lead to what? Death. If y'all here, you know what I'm saying, if y'all here running with the homies out here and they out here doing things they ain't supposed to be doing, you're gonna be doing what they doing. And guess what? Whatever comes on them, gonna come on you too. Or it might even come on you first.
Most time they do. They get away with it. And as soon as you do it, you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even when they say Judah, he gonna punish his own first. Even though the heathens is getting away with it, we gonna get punished first.
Hey, let me get something on to what you just said. Go to Psalms 37. All right, because what you just said is that's all script. You can start at the top.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity.
All right, don't worry about them. All right, don't fret yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be envious. Don't be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that because of evildoers, right? Why? Read.
Verse 2. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb.
See that? Just like you when you go with that lawnmower and you cutting that grass, hey, that grass is flying away. You know what I'm saying? That grass is eventually gonna fly away. Whether you leave it there, whether you break it up, whether you blow it away, if you don't do nothing, the Most High is gonna cause that wind to blow, and it's gonna blow that grass away, just like He's gonna do with these people. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou do well in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
See that? We have to trust in the Most High. Put our faith in Him. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gonna even go no further. But this whole chapter, that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, don't worry about these evildoers, man, because they ain't got nothing coming. They don't have a reward coming, like the title in the brother's lesson. You know what I'm saying? Part of it. You don't have a reward coming for the wicked things that you do. Your reward is going to be death. You know what I'm saying? Also, Ecclesiastes literally says what? It says, hey, don't worry about what the wicked do. Just because judgment is not executed speedily, it's fully setting them to do evil. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's it. And the longer you hear, they're going to be like, what was that news story where that employee kept stealing? She was stealing for years and years and years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicken from the school.
Yeah, it's chicken from the school. The sister was she was stealing some food from the school. They kept allowing her to steal the food, until she done stole over $1 million worth of chicken. And now they literally put her in jail. They press charges, put her in jail.
I think it was federal too.
Yep.
Yep.
It just trips me out how America is, man. It is so dang on contradictory. Literally, man. How the hell you gonna sit there and put somebody in jail and steal some chicken? But then you got these damn cops out here killing people and you ain't doing nothing to them. Zimmerman got off to killing somebody. Come on, man.
Hey, part of our punishment, man.
Uh,
Part of endurance. We don't have a choice but to endure that. We know it don't make sense. Definitely don't make sense to steal $1 million in chicken. But I'm just saying, you might deserve to go to prison instead of $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But it's nobody but wicked Esau plotting on our people, man. That literally, like, y'all could have said something to her the first time she stole it. You gonna literally watch.
Now, you know, whoever's watching her, they should be sitting in jail with her.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. She gotta be the laughing stock in jail right about now. Gotta be.
That's Esau. He want to put you so much on you that he just buried you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If they would have stopped her, it probably would have been smack on the wrist. But we're gonna let it build up, and just destroy them. You know what I mean? That's that thing. They want to totally obliterate us in all shapes and forms. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hey, I hate to bring it up, but P. Diddy, how long he been doing what he been doing?
Okay.
How
And
long
they've been doing it with him.
You know what I mean?
But and it more than likely, man, it's literally it's a part of the contract. You know what I'm saying? A contract that we'll never see, but you just kind of got to put two and two together. His time was up. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with R. Kelly. Same thing with the rest of these guys.
Oh, KZ gonna be next.
You know what I'm saying? All of them. They had a time, man. They had a time, whether it be from the people that they under. You know what I'm saying? And not whether it be, because everything is of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's their punishment for doing wicked deeds. You know what I'm saying? Just like we just read, they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither away. You know what I'm saying? And about another month or two, something else is gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about P. Diddy no more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna even be worried about it.
Especially 2 more months. This gonna be all eyes on Trump.
Mm-hmm. For real. January 6th.
I finished out 8.
But he that soweth to the Spirit shall the Spirit reap life everlasting.
Read.
Verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in the due season we shall reap, if we faint not.
Yes, I know.
Man.
Outside this, we cannot be wearying this. We cannot be wearying and doing in our works. We can't be wearying going out there in the corners, preaching to our people. We can't be weary and keeping these commandments every day. I mean, look at people like for example, look at Praise Danyaahla and them. I mean, look at the Bishop that thing. Look at Priest of Bach. You know what I'm saying? The elders from House of David, man. You know, the elders from let's see, from ISUK. Look at them. And I'm just not adopting them. Even the ones that's unknown that been in this for like 30, close to 35, 40 years, man. Look at them. They still enduring through this. And some of us only been through this for 5, 7, 8 years. Come on, man. We can't be weary in this. If they endured that long, then we gotta have that same mindset like them. But more importantly, that same mindset like Yahushua, really. Because he been through the most. Or even like the Most High God, he been through. He ain't even gonna speak on his endurance.
Hey, we are his endurance. So if you look at your people, you know what he been through.
Hey, Salaki, his patience with us.
His patience, golly. The Most High gotta be awfully patient just to endure with us. I mean, he could have been wiped us out a long time ago. And I admit, as he should have. All praise that he didn't, because he had mercy on us because of who? Abraham. Our first cousin Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Moses. Man. So you feel like you think you want to give up in this walk? You start feeling weary? Think about them.
Yeah.
Think about those I just named. Think about the Most High God. Think about Yahushua. Think about what they've been through. So wherever you got to get some strength out, you better get it from. You better sap something from your brothers or sisters, or you sap from this Bible, because you gonna need it. You was gonna need it, especially in this time. And like they always say, no rest for the weary. No rest for the weary. We can rest when we get back to the kingdom. Or you can rest when you're dead.
That's the statement they say.
All right. Let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 11 through 12.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 11. Everybody there? Say con.
All right, Con.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 11, and it reads as this. Blessed are ye when men shall reveal you, revive you, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
All that. That is a big blessed are ye when men shall revile you, like they did your outside, that should curse you, all manners of type of evil and persecute you for his name's sake. When those things come upon you, hey, you better be ready. Take that with gladness, because guess what? You know you're doing something right.
Hey, and you forgot to mention he said falsely.
Yeah, falsely. Yeah, falsely. They just lying on you for no apparent reason. You got to endure all that. Because guess what? He went through it. Because he went through all this. There's even people coming out of woodworks ain't even seen him say that, look, and you say he'll take Bill, knock this him down in a few days. If they lied on him like that, what makes you think they ain't gonna do it to you? He gonna do it. They'll do it to us too. We ain't no exception. We ain't no better than him. And we come from his tribe. Not you in the con, though. Not they calm over here though, but yeah,
Brother, yeah, you on live YouTube, tribe banging.
yeah, Judah, what's up, fam? Read.
Salaki, they do all matter of evil, not what they say about us now. You in a cult. What's the matter with you? Why you ain't celebrating Thanksgiving? Something wrong with you. We've been doing that for years. You know what I mean? They say crazy stuff about us now, right?
Right. And then they get mad you now for talking about, oh, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving Day. You don't want to celebrate Nimrod's birthday no more. Oh, you used to do it back then. So that was back then. You used to celebrate 4th of July. So that was back then.
So I got to tell people, I used to do a lot of stuff. You used to wear diapers back then, so I should still wear them.
That's good.
You know what I mean?
That's a good
What does I used to do got to do with anything now? You know what I mean? Some of the stuff people say don't make sense. What did I used to do? That has nothing to do with once I learned.
I guess I should go to the store and buy me a big wheel again and start riding that too.
You know what I mean?
Oh, damn well I ain't gonna be able to fit into it. The thing is, when you know better, you do better. And since the eyes been open, now we turned away from the worldly things. So everybody's gonna come up against us. And that's why right now they tell lying on us saying we're a hate group.
A truth group, truth is hate.
And like you said, the new truth is hate.
The new truth is hate.
I read
Verse 12. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for the great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Yeah, them prophets, they went through it too. So look at, like look at Jeremiah. Jeremiah even got put down in jail a couple of times because he kept prophesying the truth. Our people hated him for that. He right in a dong hole. And they tried to starve him to death. So guess what? The prophets got persecuted. The apostles got persecuted. Because of Yahushua, boy, they went through some of the worst death.
Man.
And like I said, I forgot which one I got saw to have, but he went through the worst one, like I said before.
They say it was Isaiah.
Isaiah saw him.
They say he was running. He went into a tree, and they had commanded to chop the tree down. But it's like a Jewish fable, so to speak.
I think it was one of the apostles they had, so they sawed him in half.
It might be, I believe so. It might be.
They look at Stephen, they stoned him to death.
Yeah. Stoned him to death.
Being hung upside down. Shit.
Oh, that's why Peter got hung upside down. They hung Peter upside down. And his wife.
Oh, her too?
And her too.
I know she was like, women be, tell the truth, tell them whatever they want to hear. It's cusses, let them die.
So like I said, brothers and sisters, man, when that work come in, y'all gonna be ready to endure it? Y'all be ready to go through it? I said we better show, not only do we say we got faith, we better show that we got faith. And like I said, when that time comes, we better have that reward in mind.
It was Simon. They got saw to have.
All right, Simon, the one I got saw in that. All praises. All right, now let's go to jump to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 14 again.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse 14. When everybody there say, Con? It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse 14, and it reads as this. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed unto the heavens, Yahushua, the Son of God, let us hold fast our profession. Okay,
Yes, sir. No, right there. Okay. Let us hold fast to the promises. Let us hold fast in what we're doing. Because guess what? There's no greater work than this. There's nothing better than this. I mean, every Saturday I look forward to going out here with my bros and going putting in this work.
Let's job on the planet.
Because guess what? I want to see our people wake up. I want to see it's all in unison. I mean, don't get no twist. I know what it said in Zechariah. I would still keep going out there doing the work till we at least get a few more people. So I'm gonna keep on holding. I'm gonna keep on holding on to this. I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Like Salakia, you mean even when you get them few people, you gotta still keep doing it.
That's right. I'm gonna keep on doing it. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna keep on doing it, my brothers, until that famine of the word start, or to my last breath. Because I'm holding on to this not only in faith but in deed as well. I said I ain't got no problem keeping these law, statutes, commandments. I said if our people done it, then we can do it. These things is not hard to keep. And all honor, glory, and praise to the Most High, He gives us that strength where we weak at. To endure these things and to go through it. So where we at?
Verse 15.
All right, let me see that's on here. No, that was Oh, you want to read 15? Yeah, read 15.
Okay. Verse 15. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin.
And guess what? Yahushua was tempted really, really bad. I mean, they really got tempted him. Satan. Oh, it's like, and Satan really tempted him the most. Bow down to me, and I'll give you all this. First of all, how the hell you gonna give somebody something that's already theirs? You don't need it bow to you, right? You know what I'm saying? He said, bow down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said we bow down to the Most High God over here. So we gotta have that mindset like him. We may get tempted. That don't mean we sin. Something we was talking about earlier today. Just because you get tempted do not mean that you sin. Overcome it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know what your wisdom, you know what I'm saying? You know what your wisdom comes from, your knowledge comes from the first 5 books. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to have me potato, but every now and then, man, go back to the milk and get the milk. The milk does the spirit body good. Read, drink. Because guess what? You're going to need it in those days. We're going to need it in these last days. We're going to really need it in these last days to endure through everything. Times is getting harder, and guess what? People coming at us even harder now.
Man, yeah. So like, you know, when I was shy, she came and put her hair and oiled his feet with her hair. You know, he ain't never had no sex. You know what I'm saying? We probably done had some a month ago. She can't even come near our feet. we ain't. He endured. You know what I mean? He endured. Mm-hmm. You know, because he had females around him. You know, and he treated them like sisters. You know, and they know he loved her. They knew that he loved them. You know, what a brother loved. You know, and with us, you know, we'll be with somebody, then let a female come oil our feet with her long hair. You know, and here we is talking about when everybody leave, let me take you somewhere. Let's touch the oil off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so just imagine, even on that level, I mean, he way gone, he way above.
Mm-hmm. That's why he the teacher of all things, man.
Teachers of all things.
That's why anything you go, there's no excuse in that day. You know what I'm saying? Most I ask you, hey, why you do? Hey, ain't no excuse. You read what if you didn't see what my son did, you read what my son did. You know exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing. So why do you continue to break my covenant? Why would you continue to break my commandments when everything is right here? You know what I'm saying? It's a sad day when you literally have a group of people that want to study the Israelites just to combat what they're saying. And they'll go to whatever lengths to prove you to be wrong. And just because they can get you to misspeak, now your whole doctrine wrong because you misspoke. Or you might have said a word that you didn't mean to say. Now your whole doctrine is done. And they see, that's why you shouldn't follow them Israelites. Nah, man, get out of here.
And then even worse.
That exact same thing to Yahushua.
Huh?
They watched every word that he said. They examined him real well. So he'd slip up and he'd be like, we got you. We knew it. We knew it. So yeah, that's something to think about, man.
Yeah, especially like what it was like. Especially when they was literally sitting there saying like, you talking about you the son of God. Ain't you Joseph's son? Ain't you Joseph's son? Like, come on, bro. Yeah, you don't know. You don't understand these spiritual things.
And you know what? And to add on to that, man, Then when they do it, then it's even worse when some people that it was people that's in the truth, those camp haters, be doing the same thing.
They the same people. For real.
It's like, man, those individual lights, like I like to call them, those conga lights, out there doing the same things that they do. Just like, you know what I'm saying, when that dude messed up, for like, I ain't gonna say who he is, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they thought KP Service caught him up, man, everybody's making it out as bad, trying to make it out as bad as it was, but it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They went overboard, and I'm like, man, come on, man. He didn't really slip up and nothing. He didn't get a dude a chance to explain it.
Right. Yeah.
He just said one thing and just walked away. And then he came up against some other brothers out in San Antonio,
Well, hey,
and
Salaki,
they dealt with him.
Salaki, what that really was them just breaking up a video and making it look like something that it wasn't. So
Right.
it wasn't nothing but editing, you know. That's all that was.
Just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Right then, the dude sat down and lied on top of that when it came out to the other ones. His video was only 30 minutes, and then that video was like 50 something minutes. And I sat there and watched both of them. Then he was sitting there lying like, oh man, they didn't give me a chance to talk. Man, they gave you a chance to talk. I saw it. Dude has no integrity and no honor, man. But out there lying on people, and guess what? A lot of people got on there and cut him up too about that. Got on his head too. Some people, it's just some things that we got to endure and deal with, but be careful of also. Because we know they come against us and we got to be ready, brothers. Give me Colossians. No, we was just in Colossians, right? No. Right. Give me Colossians 3, verse 23.
Like that's like Trump saying that he gonna deport, which is divide and conquer. He's gonna get Ephraim away from us. So once Ephraim away from us, then he gonna come at us with this, you know.
I guess I didn't get deported with them then. I was gonna touch that look, man. I lied, man. I ain't even supposed to be here, man. Can y'all send me back? Can y'all send me back to Jamaica somewhere? I got to deport me.
This day.
I read.
It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 23. When everybody there say come. It's the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 23. And it reads as this. And whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as the Lord and not unto men.
See that? Whatever we doing, these works that we doing out here, not for the men out here, but we doing it for the Most High. So that he gets the honor and glory. When he be like, man, you see them brothers out there in the corners, man, they out there putting in that work, man. That's all probably honor, glory, and praise that we got brothers out there that love each other, that love us to come out here and tell us the truth. And yeah, some of us might even go to jail for even doing this. Well, guess what? We're going to get back out there and do it again. We don't care. But we know who we're doing it for, and we know what we're doing it for. So we do it with gladness, and we do it with joy in our hearts. Not all the time, but some of the time. But we do it because we love our people. We love the Most High God. And we got to do as we commanded to do. And because we love our people. And don't get me wrong, at times, even some of the apostles ain't even like doing it. But they went out there and did it because they wanted to please and appease the Most High God. Give me John 6, verse 27.
said John
John
6:27.
6:27.
It's the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 27. Everybody there say, "Come." It's the book of John, chapter 6 and verse 27. And it reads as this: labor not for the meat which perish, but for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which is the Son of Man shall give unto you. For him have God the Father sealed. Keep going.
I love it right there. Don't labor for the things that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to go away soon. You know, it says meat, but you know what I'm saying, like, it's not going to be just laboring for, you know what I'm saying, for a house. Don't be just, I mean, yeah, it's good to have those things, but don't just labor just for that. Labor for the kingdom. Labor to get back home. A place that's an everlasting place. Labor for your house who is everlasting. Labor for your God who is everlasting. Do it for them. I mean, don't they deserve that? I mean, they deserve that much. I mean, look what they did for us. They could have said, hey, man, you know, forget that, wipe him out. Matter of fact, I'm going to choose somebody else in his family, not him. But he chose us. So why not get out here and do this work for them? Why not do this work for this kingdom, man? I mean, I don't know what y'all, but I'm sick of this place. I about done had enough. I mean, I done had it. In fact, I decided I had too much. I'm getting tired of seeing the things that's going on over here, and I'm getting sick of it. And that's why I'd rather go out here and labor and keep trying to wake up as many people as we can. Go hard for the Most High. Go hard for your people. Whether they want to listen or not, just do it. All right, let's go to Psalms chapter. Oh, you want to read one more?
Oh, no, you're good. Oh, yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's go to Psalms chapter 90, verse 17.
Verse 17.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 90 and verse 17. Everybody there? Say, "Come." It's the book of Psalms, chapter 90 and verse 17. And it reads as this: and let the beauty of the Lord our God be upon us, and establish thou the work of our hands upon us. Ye, the work of our hands, establish thou it. Do it. Thou it.
Let our works be established, but let our works be good too. Let our works be counted for. The good works, that is. Because guess what? Our good works going to be established forever. Because rather what happens in our end, the Most High going to remember it. Like, I remember when he went out there, he did this, he did that. He overcame temptation. He even gave to the poor of his people. He counseled his people. He did everything I told him to do. And the Most High go over before I remember that. Let your good works be established, man. Because what good works going to stand forever. All right, that's enough for that part. Let's go to everybody going to the lazy people, the lazy part.
And before we go there, can I bring out a precept?
Go ahead.
Can we go to Sirach chapter 4, verse 28? And pretty much this is what the brother is teaching. All right, when you get in this truth, know what I'm saying? Remember those days that when you first was in this truth, you had that zeal, and it was like it was unstoppable. You had all the energy to sit there and read the scriptures back and forth all day, study your precepts, study these stories, these doctrines. You had all that zeal. So what the brother is teaching is literally get back to that moment. Get back to when you found out that you was an Israelite and you wanted to wake up every single person that you came across. It don't matter where you was at. You could have been at a fast food restaurant, at the grocery store. It didn't matter. You like, yo, I'm about to put in the work right here, right now, because my day can be up right here. Once you start getting comfortable and complacent, it's like, all right, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it later. You know what I'm saying? You start to relax. So what the brother is teaching is get that zeal back, put that oil back in your lamp, get back on fire, right? Read that, King.
I got it. Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death.
Strive for the truth unto death. Once you got in this truth, you start to understand these scriptures and you start defending Yahweh's name. Do that and unto don't give up. Once you in it, you in it. Ain't no leaving it. You can't jump in, jump out, blood in, blood out. No, man, once you committed to this thing, that's it. So while you in it, strive unto death. Die in this thing, right? Read.
And the Lord shall fight for thee.
Because when you die in this thing and you please the Most High, guess what's going to happen to you? He's going to show you mercy. He's going to show you grace. That's when you're going to hear, good job, my faithful and what do you say, my good and faithful servant?
Well done, my faithful and good servant.
Kind. And that's the goal. That's what we're trying to see. So that's what I want.
Go to verse 27.
Kind.
Verse 27. Make not thyself a underlining to be a fool, underling to be a foolish man.
To a foolish man. Don't make yourself under somebody who say they know these scriptures and don't. Because guess what? You're going to end up being a fool just like them, teaching the wrong things. And the Most High has this thing about twisting up scriptures. For example, you got those lying pastors that say two little things. One thing scripture that didn't do a whole bunch of vain battle and talk about nothing, man. Why the hell you want to be up on somebody like that? And then you got that deacons, they do the same thing. Even they lie and twist up the scriptures as well.
It make them feel good, huh?
That make you feel good. That make you feel good gospel. And guess what? The gospel is not only make you feel good, but guess what? The gospel is also to cut you, reprove you, rebuke you, correction. But guess what though? Them cuts come out of love though. But not them though. They ain't gonna tell you all that. They ain't gonna sit there and tell you that you the Israelite the Bible speak of. They ain't gonna tell you, hey, we gotta keep these commandments. They ain't gonna sit there and tell you like, no, don't do that. Or don't do this. Do this and do that. All they want to do is tell you all you need is just faith. All you need is white honky Jesus.
Like, hey, if I got a challenge, man. If there's any Christians, so-called Christians on here that's looking at this, the next time you hear somebody say, "Oh, pastor teach a good sermon today," ask them what they teach.
But yeah,
that's a challenge.
I asked you. As a matter of fact, I even got a better question. Ask yourself this: what have I learned?
I don't know. I don't know what I learned. I didn't learn. Well, I did learn something while I was there. When I left, I forgot what I learned.
Right.
I tell you what, though, I felt good.
Right.
Felt good. Pack felt good too. But it wasn't good for you.
All right, Christian crack, I tell you. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 6, verse 10 through 12.
6 and 10, you said, my friend.
In fact, start verse 9. 6 verse 9.
Okay. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 9. When everybody there say, "Con." It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 9, and it reads as this: How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? How
long, you lazy people? How long will you gonna stay asleep and not want to hear this truth? How long you want to stay into these world religions and still be staying, you know what I'm saying, not waking up to this truth? How long you gonna keep doing this? Read.
When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?
When you gonna realize that you're being lied to? When you realize this is not the true way? Read.
Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
And keep on sleeping, keep on being comfortable. This is what you gonna oversleep. Like, okay, whatever, and just gonna roll back over. Hey, we the Israelites about to speak up. Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, but okay. Read.
Verse 11. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveleth, and thy want a armed man, as the want as a armed man, Salaki.
So shall that poverty, guess what? Man went out there work for this kingdom, you ain't gonna get it for free. You gotta work for it. If you ain't out there putting in no work, if you ain't out there putting your bricks to get in this kingdom, you are not getting it. And guess what? You're gonna sleep over here. And these false man religions not telling nobody and telling everybody a bunch of lies. Go ahead, sleep. Stay up under the cover. That oversleeping will get you fired. So you better quit hitting that snooze button. You better quit playing with this. Especially you people that swear you in the truth. Especially you people out there who swear you in the truth and out there ain't doing nothing. Ain't even trying to put in no work. You would just be on Facebook all day trying to correct somebody. As if you got all the answers. Read.
Hey, Salaki, read that verse 11 again. And look how Solomon broke this thing down. Look at this.
Verse 11. So shall thy poverty come as one that traveled.
Meaning what? You don't have a home. You don't have a foundation. You don't have nowhere to go. Right? And what's the result of that? Read the rest of it.
And thy want as an armed man.
Right? And that want is going to be as an armed man. You're going to be trying to rob people, man.
Because of your laziness.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to try to rob somebody for their salvation because you want to stay slick. It don't work like that.
Not only with salvation too, but they also go with, for example, like a man going here, he working hard for his house, work hard for his car, then you gonna try to turn around and go rob him for something that's his, that he worked hard for because you want to be lazy. And then y'all talking, oh man, brother, that boy, that homie don't put in work.
He did.
Ain't did a damn thing. But did nothing but the works of wickedness. That's what he did. All right, let's go to that's it, 12.
12.
Read verse 12.
Verse 12. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a forward mouth.
I forgot the word forward means. We gotta look that up.
Verse. Stupid. All that.
A naughty person, a wicked man, walking with a forward mouth. All they do is walk around with a perverse mouth all day. They come with every excuse to why they're not doing this and why they're not doing that. Don't be that person. The Most High hates that type of things. Let's go to Proverbs 22, verse 13. Psalm 22, verse 13.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 13. Everybody there say come. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 13, and it reads as this. The slothful man saith, there is a lion without.
Hold it. The lazy bum says that there's a line without. Oh, I mean, just come up with an excuse to not want to do something. Coming up with an excuse why he don't want to do this work. Read.
I shall be slain in the streets. Keep going.
That was 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
I read. No. Hold on. That was it.
Okay.
Hey, that lazy, that excuses to not do work, guys, they ain't gonna cut it. It is not going to cut it.
You ever notice that when you do the work, it kind of makes your whole week better? I mean, for me, if I don't do the work, it's like if I don't do the work, I know if something don't work out, I know why. That week, you know, when you're in tune to your life connected with the work, Him, and the Spirit, and the faith. All that's like you tune a good time, right? And so if you miss something, or something that's off tune, you can hear it. You ain't feeling it right. Like say for instance, say I got an interview for a job, and I did, you know, I felt I didn't do what I was supposed to do for the Lord, but I'm depending on Him to get me this, you know, to make this work out right. Got 3 interviews. A good job I didn't get. So I got another interview. I get the job that I don't want.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I would be like, I know why that happened. That's how he dealt with me, you know, when we're in tune. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's kind of weird, but you know, when you're looking at spirits in high places and you're lining up in your life with what's going on, or what your next hurdle, you know. For instance, you dealt with back in the days. We all dealt with females growing up, right? Say you dealt with this one female. Every time you dealt with her, something bad happened. You ever had that type, you know, the voodoo coochie or something? Every time I dealt with this, something bad happened. I mean, just, you know, it just feel her. I mean, all the chaos happened when I let her go. But with this woman, I done had that many chaos in my life. Oh, now with this one, I had hail, all types of rainfall, and house caught on fire and shit going on. But when I had this one, it was really smooth. You know, it's sometimes when you count your blessing, you also got to count where you're going, where your surroundings. It's sometimes I can't explain stuff I kind of see deep. I kind of hope y'all understand me.
Most definitely. Most definitely. It's pretty much, you know, like one of the scriptures you read earlier in Galatians. You know, you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not sowing nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. If you're not going out on the street corners, you know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta be. Everybody's not a teacher. Everybody's not a reader. Everybody's not a fisherman to literally go and fish the people to bring them up to listen. You know what I'm saying? But you should be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with, hey, you ain't even got to say nothing to nobody. Just hand them a flyer. You know what I'm saying? As they walk a path, stick it out. If they want it, they'll take it. If they don't want it, they're going to keep on walking. You know what I'm saying? But you out there, this is the Most High hand being extended. You know what I'm saying? His hand is extended through the whole entire body. Everybody has a part to play. You know what I'm saying? Find your purpose and get to work.
All right, let's go to 19 verse 15. Same book, Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 15. Everybody there say con?
Con.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 15, and it reads as this. Slothfulness casteth unto a deep sleep.
All right there. Slothfulness, being lazy is going to put you into a deep sleep. This ain't even going to make you want to do nothing. That's got to be a spirit that you got to get off you quick. Read.
And an idle soul shall suffer hunger.
I said right there, an idle soul is going to remain hungry, going to stay hungry, may even die from hunger. Right? He ain't getting up and he ain't doing nothing. How you supposed to work? How you supposed to not work and think you go eat? How you supposed to not work and think you just go have things? Like I said, idle soul ain't nothing to be playing with, man. Quit being lazy, man. Get out there and do some work. Be a provider. The Most High ain't make no lazy people. He created some of the greatest people on the earth. I ain't talking about no dang on. I ain't talking to them other people. I'm talking about us. Hey, look what we did. We the ones built this country up, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we don't come from lazy people. We built everything on this earth. We built the buildings, the things for the cars, trains, everything. We're the most hardest working people on this earth, man. You don't come from lazy people. Quit being lazy. Like your boy Outcast said, man, get up, get out and do something, man. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 10.
It's the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 3 and chapter 2 and verse 10.
3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2,
3.
3 and verse 10. Everybody there say con?
Con.
And it reads as this. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, either should he eat. So like neither should he eat.
Oh, there it is. I was just talking about if you don't work, you don't eat. What for you to go somewhere and go beg and eat at another man's house and eat at his table? I'll get out there and get it on your own. Same thing with these scriptures. Don't get me wrong, the idea is good to study with your brothers and learn from them. But guess what? When we ain't around you, man, we can't make you read this book. You gotta do that on your own. You gotta feed yourself sometimes. Pick this book up and start reading, man. Get down in it. Feed yourself. Feed your spirit. So if you feed that flesh, you ain't gonna get nothing. Hold up.
Nothing from nothing, these nothing.
Yeah.
Gotta have something. If you believe in me. What's saying that? Stevie Wonder, right?
All right, let's go to I'm trying to bring out the Proverbs, go to 20 verse 4.
I was gonna bring that up too. I'm already working.
book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 4. Everybody there say, come.
Come.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 4, and it reads as this. The sluggard would not plow by reasoning of the cold. Therefore, he shall beg in the harvest and have nothing.
But
No, that's what I ain't gonna. We gonna break it down.
you better not go to.
Oh, pretty much. All right, probably read that again, King.
Verse 4. The sluggard will not plow by reasoning of the cold.
So pretty much the exact same thing that we read in 2 Thessalonians, right? So if a man not gonna work, he's not gonna get anything. So if what's that scripture that say, watch the ants? We just was over there in that area.
Come.
Salakia.
19. Was it 19?
Proverbs 19, kind of. So it speaks about preparing before that season comes.
It's not 19.
So he said, hey, this sluggard knew the weather was going to change, and he knew that it was time for the harvest, but he decided not to do it because it's going to be cold out there. And what's going to happen?
6 and 6. Sluggy.
Read it again.
The sluggard will not plow by reasoning of the cold. Therefore, shall he beg in the harvest and have nothing.
Like the brother was saying earlier, now you got to go to somebody else to get your meat, get your food. Now you in the streets asking, begging, when you could just got up and did what you had to do. So that's pretty much what I got from it.
You're right.
So, but that's how what's the scripture say? Follow the animals. Ain't that's what the squirrels and the bears do? They prepare for winter.
Every time
they prepare. You know what I mean? And
6 and 6.
And that's how our people, they, what they say, we always got to wait for the last minute. We just the last minute to do something. You know what I mean? So I always like to say, all these scriptures, if you don't think this is our book, you're blind. Something wrong with you. Just describe us to the T. Don't describe nobody else but us. Go ahead, I hear.
To add to what you were saying, Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6, it says, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Like he literally telling us to go to an animal to learn. Like look at the things that I've already created and they operating on a cycle. Learn from that, right? Verse 7, which have no God or overseer or ruler, but we do. But we still decide to do the wrong thing, especially when it comes to us doing. When it says strive to death, we make a lot of excuses to go out there and do the work. We make a lot of excuses because they beat us down. They do oppress us, right? But at the same time, like the brothers were speaking about earlier, look what the apostles had to go through. You know what I'm saying? We haven't faced what they have to go through yet. We just complaining because, man, maybe our feet hurt a little bit. Maybe we're a little bit tired. We just don't want, I haven't seen my family in a while, so I want to chill with them. But the apostles was getting chased out of cities, man, right?
Not Paul got beat out of one city.
Right.
Almost died. He got drunk out of one of them and thought he was dead.
This the point right here. Verse 8, it says, provide her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. And that's what that sluggard back in Proverbs 20 didn't want to do. The ant understood the season's going to change, so let me start preparing now. Let me start getting all this stuff now before that season changes, before it get too cold, right, that I don't want to go out and do it, right? So that's the same thing. We got to learn to stop making excuses and start making plans to do it. Right? Like good brother told me, if you plan it, you'll do it.
So, like, another thing that had just popped into mind, I don't want to get off. So, you know what the ants and the animals do? They work together in unison. There's no complaint. Why am I doing this? Well, this person should be here. This is too much for me. Why? Look at what this person doing. They like we are here. They all on one mission, one accord.
I wish I would have saved that video because I took a video on the outside of my house.
You did.
Ants literally coming from my house in a line up the garbage can.
What?
While the other side of the garbage can ants are coming down. You know what I'm saying? Heading back to the house. So they're literally, you know what I'm saying, like you say, it's working in unison. And the ones that die are the ones you find inside the house. Why? Because they're away from the pack. You know what I'm saying? They're away from their protection and from their unison. They're away from it. It's just like us. When we separate, guess what? That's when we get hit the most. You know what I'm saying? When we separate as a body, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be, you know, just because we separate congregations, you know what I'm saying? Even when y'all separate, y'all congregation is separate from each other, that's when you're going to just pay attention. That's when you experience the most things that's going to happen to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be like, man, all this going on, like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? When the Shabbat roll around, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? It's refreshing to get out there on that street corner, to literally go out there, reach your people. It's refreshing when you come together to do a class. You know what I'm saying? Next week, when the brothers come out here from different states and all of Israel gather together, it's going to be refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, hey, you just got to literally, this is why the Most High had these things as an example, man.
Oh, the whole praise, man. Let's go to James chapter 1, verse 22. Uh-huh.
It's the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 22. Everybody there say, "Con." It's the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 22. And it reads as this: "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only."
So just hear the word and that's it. And jump around like crazy, clapping your hands and screaming for nothing. Read again.
But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
See right there, he said, "Be ye doers of the word." Not just hearing it. I just ain't going out the one ear, not the other. He said, "Do the word." In other words, if you tell you don't do this, don't do it. If you tell you do this, do it. Just like, man, you got some clowns right now out here talking about you ain't supposed to be keeping the Passover in captivity. Where the hell doctrine is that at? It's like I had some clown the other day talk about we was in sin for eating meat on the Passover. What the Most High told us to eat lamb on the Passover.
Hey, that was spiritual. It was a spiritual lamb.
So when you said that, now I thought, so what we gonna keep it when we not in captivity? Because when they kept it, they was leaving captivity. So if you ain't in captivity, what you leaving for?
Man. Man, you just got people coming up with new doctrine every time, man. Every excuse to not do this word. That disobedience is being lazy. Right. Being slothful. The Most High ain't playing that. If you're too lazy to do my word, then I don't need you in my kingdom. You can't build nothing up with no lazy people. That's why we got to do these laws, statutes, commandments. That's why we got to come together and do these feast days. Well, at least the 3 of them.
It's like, it's special. You got to be for him to offer you this job. Mm-hmm. You know, we think about you and where he see that he can take you. When he offer you, just offering you, do you want the job? Some people a lot of people he keeps sleep. When they dancing in church, they don't get it. He don't want them to get it. Well, my boy tried to get it and he ain't coming. He don't want them to come. But when they offer a select these jobs, you gotta be special just to be in this and being able to do this. Well, when I first heard about the truth, I was so far away from being in this group. I can see this. I heard the truth and I want to get in. I couldn't see this close. I just want to get in. I couldn't see that I'd be on the streets. I couldn't see none of that when I wanted to get in. Now, to be offered and to get in this deep, it's like getting into your own planet.
Mhm.
Eyes have not seen, ears have heard. That's heavy, man. Just to be offered. For us to be here, we're special. And it's not a lot of us. It's, like you say, what you say, a lot of work, but not that many people here to do it. There you go.
All praise the Most High. All right, now we're about to jump to chapter 4, verse 17, same book.
And this is the book of James, chapter 4, and verse 17. Everybody there say, Con? This is the book of James, chapter 4, and verse 17, and it reads as this. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin.
If you sit there talking about you know the word, you know to do this, you know to do that, but then you still turn around and do things that's evil, doing things that's corrupt, you're still in sin. And that's not doing the word. That is doing that is doing evil. How you gonna say you know to do it, but then yet you still turn around and do the opposite of what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
And the Most High looks at things like that. And he gonna get on your head in the day of judgment, like you knew to do right, but why did you not do it? Please don't use those words. Oh, Satan made me do it. I got a lot of feeling. A lot of y'all gonna do that. A lot of you's gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you know this word, do the word. And if you don't know, you better get to know it. I just reading it just to be reading and say, okay, I know it, but then you ain't doing it. So, I mean, people out here right now is talking about they know the word, but then they ain't doing it. And that's terrible, man. How the hell you gonna say you know something, then you ain't gonna do it? That's just being disobedient. So, like, you notice, like, the Most I tell you just do that, then you like, man, what do you say, man? I'm just do what I want to do.
That's what it is.
So, man, some of our people is terrible, man.
Hey, can I read that again? Because I want to clear something up too, just in case some people might be on the outside thinking differently. Read that again.
Verse 17. This is the book of James 4 and 17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is a sin.
Right? See that? So people will look at that and be like, see, hey, I don't know nothing about the commandments, so I ain't committing no sin. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about the Sabbath, so I ain't committing no sin. Well, we got to go to the law. So let's go to Leviticus chapter 5, verse 17. Just to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at that verse says what it says. And you can draw that idea from that, but that'd be disingenuous to the Most High and to the Bible. You know what
This is
I'm
the book of Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 17. Everybody there say, Con.
saying?
It's the book of Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 17. And it reads as this. And if a soul sin and committed any of these things which are forbidden to be done by the commandments of the Lord, though he wish it not, yet is he guilty and shall bear his iniquities.
See that? So even though he don't know about it, right? He is guilty. He committed that sin. And he has to bear his iniquity. And it just is what it is. Why? Because you're supposed to know this. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to seek the Most High at all times. And if you don't know anything about sin, it's somewhere trying to tell you about your sin. It's somewhere, even if somebody's not telling you, you feel it within, you know it inside your mind. You know, like, hey, I done did wrong. You know what I'm saying? I done did some kind of wrong. Let me seek the Most High. Even if it's not a sin according to the Bible, and you know it feels wrong, you're supposed to seek the Most High. And then you can find out right from wrong. But until you do that, guess what? You're going to be on that side of the fence where you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? So again, it is a sin whether you know it or not.
And add on to that, man. So there ain't no excuse. But like you just said, man, I was thinking that in my head too. Right? You know it or not, if you know it's wrong, then you shouldn't do it. But if you're going to do it anyway and you knew you was wrong, there ain't no excuse for that.
Right.
If you knew that, like for example, if you knew that woman was married, and if you know you're a married woman and you know that man was married, and you do it anyway, then that's on you. Even if you didn't know these laws, you know somewhere in your spirit, you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
Especially when you get that heart dropping, that heart dropping down your stomach type of feeling. You know you're doing something wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Or you know you're about to go do something wrong. That's like, you know what I'm saying, you're thinking twice. Like I always say, if you're thinking twice about anything, don't do it. Especially if you feel like in your heart, you or in your head, you know it's a sin. Like, man, I don't think I should do this.
That's how you know it's a sin, when you think, when you start to doubt it.
Right, when you start to doubt it, that means that, guess what? In other words, you knew it. And there's no excuse when you do it. All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 25. We're just going to start verse 1. All right, done with y'all. We almost done.
We heard that before.
Y'all know I heard it all before. I gotta get y'all home too.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 1. Everybody there say con?
Con.
This is the book of Matthew, verse 25, book 25, verse 1. Likened shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom.
Read.
Verse 2. 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. Verse 3. 5
of them wise. 5 of them went out there and put in the work. 5 of them went out there and got their wisdom to get to the kingdom. 5 of them didn't. 5 of them was out there in the world, want to go out there and twerk in the streets, go twerk at the club, and do all them other things instead of learn how to be a wife, learn how to do these scriptures, and learn how to do these all statutes commandments. Read.
Verse 3. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
That's your house shot.
And then those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out.
You ain't have nothing in there in the first place. You weren't doing nothing to put nothing into your lamp.
Mm-hmm. Hey, go back to that proverb. You know what I'm saying? You literally trying to hey, run your oil, fool.
Exactly, man. Just,
you know what I'm saying? Trying to rob them.
Trying to rob their own sister. Read. And you got some sisters that'll do that. Read.
But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves.
In other words, get off your lazy butt. Go get some knowledge. Go learn some things yourself. Read.
And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
Whoops, too late. Guess what? That's why it says, make no tarrying and turn to the Lord, to the Most High. Do not wait to repent. If we simply turn to repent right now, it'd be best if you do it. And repent don't mean, or say I'm sorry and then go back to doing the same thing. That's not repenting. Before we go further, somebody pull out 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 67 right quick. So y'all know what this is where you know what true repentance is. Like when Yahushua told the woman, go and sin no more. When Yahushua return unto me, ye backsliding children. In other words, turn from your sins. Read.
It sounds like you about to say, return to me, you black children.
Turn to me, you knuckleheads.
Say that's the same thing.
Basically.
It's the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 16, verse 67. Behold, God himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins and forget your iniquities.
In other words, forget your lawlessness.
To meddle no more with them forever.
In other words, don't stop whatever sin you're doing, stop it. Whatever lawlessness you're doing, turn from it. And don't never go back to it again. That's what repentance is. Turn away from that and come back to the righteousness by doing these law, statutes, commandments. That's what true repentance is. Stop doing this idolatry. Stop saying bow down to graven. Stop making graven images. Stop worshiping the things. Stop doing these worshiping these dang old stupid zodiac signs. Well, I'm an Aquarius and I'm a dang on Leo and all this stuff. Stop doing witchcraft. Stop doing sorcery. Love your God with all your heart, mind, and soul and strength. And that's within the first 5 commandments. Don't lust after your neighbor's donkey, his wife, his handmaid, any of his stuff. Don't steal from him, and don't kill him. Don't even lie on me. They don't lie on bearing false witness either. Stop doing those things. And the quit man, don't be complaining either. Unless you come out to the IRS. Other than that, stop sinning. Stop being lawless. If you already know, sin is what? Transgression of the law. All right, let's go back to Matthew. Chapter 25. Verse 12, where we left off at? 8.
No, I don't think we made it that far.
Yeah, no, we should be
Or
at
did you? Yeah, we are at 8.
No, yeah, 11.
Yeah, we at 11.
11, con.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, I know you not.
Oh, hold on. Read that again.
But he answered and said, Verily, I say unto you, I know you not.
If you're not putting in his work by keeping his law, statutes, commandments, just like he said in Matthew 7, verse 23. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity, for I never knew you. I don't know about y'all, but that is the most terrifying book, chapter, and verse through the whole entire Bible. For someone to like say they don't know you. Can y'all imagine that? The Most High this your house shot walking past you saying I don't know you, shutting the door in your face, or even worse, cutting you down because of your iniquities, for being lazy and not doing his work. And yes, I can go for you sisters too. Y'all ain't gotta be out there. In fact, y'all really ain't supposed to be out there on the corners teaching anyway.
Be like the sister that be in the Walmarts, man. Be in the Walmarts, they bringing it out on the mic.
But don't get no twisted either. Yeah, you can certainly use a social media platform though to teach sisters. And yeah, we ain't saying you ain't supposed to teach the men though, but that don't mean that you can't correct your brother either. If you see your brother going off, man, put him in check. Put him in check. Hey, brother, you going off? What's up? What's going on? Because guess what? That may be, you know what I'm saying? You may be belong to another man. You may be another man's wife or whatever. Because, well, you still your brother's keeper. Just like I am my brother's keeper, I am my sister's keeper. Well, they ain't playing that laziness. They ain't get out there and do it. Do what you're supposed to do.
Get to it.
Get your oil lamps filled up. Because when your house shall come, he's coming. And guess what? Everybody that's supposed to get in, go get in. Those that don't, the door gonna be shut on them. And that's gonna be it. Out of darkness, weeping and gnashing of teeth. I read verse 12. No. You just read. That's it. That was it. All right, let's go to James chapter 2, verse 14 through 18.
You said James what now?
Chapter 2, verse 14 through 18.
Book of James, chapter 2, and verse 14. Everybody there say come?
Come.
It's the book of James, chapter 2, and verse 14.
Yeah.
Reads as this. What doeth if it profit my brethren? Though a man say he have faith and not works, can faith save him?
Hold on. That's what I was talking about earlier. This is for you Christians and for you lying pastors out there. Y'all need to pay very close attention to this. Read.
If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warned and filled. Notwithstanding, ye give them not those things which are needful to the body. But what do it profit?
I was saying, if I sit there and just say, oh, you can just be you can be saved. You already saved, you got baptized and all this crap. But you ain't if I ain't teaching you on how to get to the kingdom, and I'm telling you just have faith, what good does that do? They ain't doing nothing. All I'm doing is telling you have faith. I ain't teach you how to get to the kingdom. I ain't teach you what you got to do in this book to get back to your gate, to whichever gate you belong to. Read.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, it is dead, being alone. Verse 18, ye man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will shew thee my faith by my works.
In other words, that's it. In other words, I'll show you my faith by my works, by keeping these commandments. It's showing you that I could do this. It's showing you that I can overcome temptation and I can endure through temptation. And know that I got strength that comes from Hamashiach Yahushua, believing in him, that I can do all things through him that strengthens me. That even goes including keeping the laws. This is where your faith and your works come in at together. But like you said in Revelation 22, verse 18, blessed are they that keep the commandments and have the faith of Hamashiach Yahushua. Because guess what? One without the other ain't going to work. The New Testament can't work without the Old Testament. The Old Testament can't work without the Apocrypha. And New Testament and Old Testament, New Apocrypha can't work without the Old New Testament or the Old Testament. They all three of them go hand in hand. You got laws, historical points, prophecies, all them line up. Just like Yahushua, Yahushua, and the Holy Spirit. And no, I ain't saying that they all the same, but they all are alike. They all on the same thing. On the same accord, on the same wavelength, same sheet of music, playing the same note. So like Chris Brown and Young Jock, get like me or get like them. All right, let's go to Luke chapter 9, verse 62.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 62. Everybody there say, "Con." It's the book of Luke, chapter 9, and verse 62, and it reads as this. And Yahushua said unto him, no man, having put his hands unto the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God.
Didn't something like strike y'all about this, like when y'all thought about Lot's wife?
Yeah.
How she like left the first time, she turned around and then looked back when she was told not to look back.
She ain't have her hand to the plow. She thought she could make it from her husband.
And guess what? We got our hand on that plow. We better keep pushing it. We better keep working. Yeah, if we look back, the world gonna tempt you. If you fail, you're gonna go back into it. You're gonna take your hand off the plow, and as you know, you ain't doing the work no more. And there goes your salvation right along with it.
Man.
And you will not be saved. Like you said, only those that endure to the end will be saved. Oops, I got that down here. Anyway. So while y'all got your hands on this plow, you better keep going forward. You better keep going forward. You ain't got no reason to look back. There's nothing back there. All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 25, verse 14 to 28. Yeah.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 14. Everybody there say, "Con." It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25, and verse 14, and it reads as this. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling unto a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods, right? And unto one he gave 5 talents, another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several abilities, and straightway took his journey. Then, when he had received 5 talents, and went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2 also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid his Lord's money.
Oops, hold on. We got a lazy bum here that didn't, you know what I'm saying, that got wisdom, but then won't go out there and give it out to his people. The one that got the 5, the one that like knew 5 books or whatever, the 5 books of the laws, he went out there and taught his people and gained 5 more people. The one that had no like 2 books, he went out there and taught 2 people and gained 2 more people. But the one that had just knew 1, and went out there and did nothing. He just went on here and just like, man, forget that. He hid his wisdom. He hid his knowledge. Read.
After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoned with them. And also he had received 5 talents came and brought the other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou delivered unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter unto the joy of thy Lord.
Oh, right there. Said that man did. He gained souls. Went out there putting that work, keeping law, statutes, commandments. Came back with a few more. And look what and guess what he said? Look what he said to him. Enter to the joy of the Lord. Welcome home. You ain't got labor no more. Read.
He also that received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou unto the joy of thy Lord.
And him likewise, same thing. Got a couple more went out there, did the work. Got a couple more people, brought them back. And got his reward. Now he has to labor. Now he don't have to labor no more. Read.
Then when he had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and I went and hid thy talents in the earth. Lo, has that in thine. Verse 26. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant.
See that? He said, thou wicked and slothful, sorry, lazy servant. And guess what? I'm going to point this out to you. I'm pointing straight out to you dang on people on Facebook who ain't showing no work. Ain't out there just on Facebook just trying to correct somebody else like you doing, like they saying something wrong. You ain't out there putting in no work. Ain't out there trying to get your people to come. You ain't out there facing the people. But you want to see them on Facebook all day trying to correct somebody else. And guess what? Some of y'all got wisdom and you ain't out there using it. So how the hell you got a dollar down there to go out here and talk about some damn body that's out there putting in this work, going out there risking their life at times too. Man. And you know what I'm saying? Like the brother Radazan, man, you know, from Build Up, that brother going out there every week. He out there in the hood, out there in LA, putting in that work and been doing it for years. And then, yeah, y'all, and I was see a couple y'all talk about him. And not to be messing up, but just being real. Then we got, you know what I'm saying, we got people from our camp, LOI. That's right there out there in the hoods out there in New York, where people just extremely rude at. They can catch them any time out there, but they go out there anyway. And yeah, though, I still got these little individual lights out here, even talking about them. Why you ain't out there doing it? If you so-called smarter than them, got all this wisdom and you ain't doing a damn thing with it. Just like this man right here. Because you scared. just like a little timid, scared little rat. Just scared for no reason. Lazy. Coming up with every excuse to go outside to do this work. And then you ain't showing it. You say everybody else's works. You see LOI's work. You see IUIC's work. You see ISUPK's work. You see AOC's work. You see WFI work. And especially that brother Naquan. That brother out there dropping gems every single day almost. Huh?
At work.
That brother is working. Cold cuts every day. I mean, slap you with some assorted meats every week. Hey, I love you, Uncle Quad. Don't get on me, bro. Oh, for real though, man. That brother's getting. That brother get you together every week.
Hey, I don't even like to use that pause stuff, but that's a big pause right there.
Brothers out there putting in work every week, and y'all just out here and y'all individualize, you congolize, y'all ain't out there doing nothing. Y'all want to talk about somebody out there that's putting their bricks in to get to the kingdom. But read.
Where am I at?
27.
Okay. No, 6, right? Yeah. Thou knewest that I reap what I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. Though thou oughtest therefore have to put my money into the exchangers, and then at my coming I would have received my own usury.
In other words, Yahushua couldn't go everywhere. So what does he do? That's why he's sending his apostles out. And those apostles got some people up there, and they send them out. Spread the good news amongst your people. Read.
Take therefore the talent from him, and I give it unto him which have 10 talents. For on every one that shall be given, he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away, even that which he hath.
And so guess what? If you somebody claim you got all this wisdom and knowledge, and guess what? If you ain't using it, the Most High gonna take it from you. And you're like, you know what? Let me take that from him. Let me get somebody else in his family that is gonna do it. Read.
And cast ye the unprofitable servant unto the outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gashing of teeth.
And guess what? He said, throw him and cast him out to the outer darkness, that weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's self-explanatory. You already know what that's at. And it's the name of the DMX album. It's dark and hell is hot. But the only thing about it, though, we ain't talk about that imaginary hell. We talk about that one that burns from fire and brimstone. It's dark down there, you can't see nothing. Read.
Verse 31.
31?
Yep.
I know, I went down that far, my bad.
31.
Oh, no, that was it. That was it. That been it. Basically, all you little individualites out there, man, stop talking about people out there that's putting in their work. Get out there yourself and you do the work. Put your brick in. Share your wisdom and knowledge that you got. And quit worrying about those that is out there putting in the work, giving their talents away to make sure somebody else trying to get into the kingdom. Let's go to Sirach chapter 20, verse 31.
You say you want to?
Sirach 20, verse 31.
Okay. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 31. Everybody there say con. And it reads as this. Better is he.
30. Sorry, 30.
Wisdom that is hid and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is it in them? So like it is in them both.
Right there. What good does it do you to hide your wisdom? That's like with all these people that got all this money, got it hoarded up and just sitting up in the bank, and then when they die, what's it doing? What good does it do just to sit there and just rot up? Ain't gonna be rotten, and nobody else gonna spend it.
Right.
And you don't do nothing but give it back to them dang on devils that we call the government. Yeah, that rate, yeah, they already, them dummies already can't even account for $2.46 billion right now. Where the hell did they go? How the hell do you make $2.46 billion disappear? And talk about it's unaccounted for. I mean, just forget I even named that. Read.
Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom.
Better is he that hideth. Guess what? Better is a fool that hides his folly. Better is it for a man that had his sin to try to hide his sin than it is for a man that had his wisdom. If you sit up here and hide your wisdom, if you know you got the wisdom to correct somebody if they're doing something wrong, and you don't stop them from doing it, guess what? That's blood on your hands. You could actually save that man's life. But then what if he messed around dad in his fault and you knew it? And you ain't did nothing about it, you just like, no, I ain't gonna do it. Or if you got all this wisdom and you don't go out there and street teach and pass the good news on to your people, you might could have saved a life out there that day. You might could have got somebody to repent. But no, you want to, I want to go. You just had your wisdom for no apparent reason. You got an excuse to not go out there and do it. So let me ask, what excuse you gonna give in the day of judgment for that? It's over with. You can't. All right, last two. Give me Matthew chapter 24, verse 13.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 22.
24.
Oh, so I got 24 and
verse 13.
Just the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 13. And it reads, everybody there say con?
Con.
And it reads as this. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
You endure these trials, these tribulations, these temptations, you will be saved. You stand on the promises of the Most High God, you're going to be saved. If you endure through what the prophets, the apostles, and what your house shall have been through, you will get that crown. Like in Vogue say, hold on to her love, hold on to his love, get her love. Her love ain't gonna get you to the kingdom, but his will. So you better hold on to his love, you better hold on to his unchanging hand. Hold on to this. Hold on to this. Hold on to this. This is your ticket to the kingdom. Do not throw away your roadmap. Do not lose your ticket. This is your punch in right here. Keep running this race. I don't care if you on your knees. I don't care if you got to crawl. I don't care if you got to inch like a worm to get there. Cross that line. I don't care if your head crossed the line and the rest of your body didn't. You in there, that's it. You cross the line, that's all that matters. Just whatever you do, just don't give up and turn back. Give up and turn back, it's all over with. But what was in front of you going to be gone. The race going to be over with. Everybody going to be on wait. to wherever they got to go, to wherever they going. That forever party. And you're going to be going to that forever damnation. There's just no time to be quitting. Keep doing this work. Don't get lazy. Please don't get lazy. Please don't get slothful. Endure. Read Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 1 through 2. This last one.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4. As you say, 2 through 4.
No, verse 1 through 2.
1 through 2.
Let's take it there quick. Let's see. On there.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 1. Everybody there say, Con? It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, and verse 1, and it reads as this. Us therefore fear, least promise being left us of entering unto his rest. Any of you should seem to come short of it.
Hey, there it is right there. There it is right there. Keep going. Because guess what? You don't want to get to that. You don't want to get to that line and don't cross it. You don't want to get. You don't want to get to that goal line and cross it. And don't cross it. That is the worst feeling. When you at that goal line, you really want to push harder to get in there. Because guess what? It's your team. And guess what? Satan's team gonna be right there trying to stop you getting in there. But guess what? You better have that strength, that muscle it up to bust right through there. Close the game out, game over. Don't let him win. Do not let him win. Read.
For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
For unto us was the gospel preached. That us was the 12 tribes of Israel. It wasn't preached to the whole entire world. It was only preached to those of our people that was out there in the world, to get them to come back to being to the commonwealth of being Israel. So with that being said, that's it. And you know, all praise, honor, glory, and praise to the Most High. I hope everybody was edified. And with that being said, Kwame Yasharala. Love y'all and have a good weekend. Have a good Sabbath day. And realize, like I said, man, let's get out there and just get them. That's what we're on our last leg. And we know what's coming. Like I say, keep your eyes open. Like Yahweh said, watch and pray. Watch and pray.
Okay. You got a question. Got a couple questions you want to answer on here real quick?
What time is it?
All right, so the first question was where the brother at? The brother Steve-O. Not sure if he's still watching or not. All right, so this was his question.
Steve-O talking about I'm a wild boy.
Says, brothers, can y'all answer a question for me? Can we play video games on the Sabbath?
I mean, it's not in the law that we can't, but shoot. Well, to answer your question, Steve-O, I'm a wild boy. I didn't see that in the laws where it said that we couldn't, but at the same time, we're supposed to be congregating that day.
Okay.
So before you think about jumping on that PS5, on that Call of Duty, whatever, at least study a little bit, and or go congregate with your brothers. And whatever you do after that, that's on you. As long as you ain't out there doing no work, as long as you ain't out there cooking or buying and selling, you good.
Okay.
The grill open on the side.
There was one more. Let's
I
see.
said critical race theory.
Nah, that wasn't no question. He already put that on there. Where you at? All right, this is from Keenan McElveen. All right, he says, "Greetings from New Orleans. Any of you brothers get married the American way?"
Yeah, unfortunately we did. Unfortunately, we got married the American way. But we got a plan to do it the right way, the Israelite way. So when it happens, trust me, we're going to have it on video, so look up for it in October.
Okay. Most definitely. And even if you did, man, don't let that it is what it is. We did those things, out of ignorance, and we know that the Most High winks at that, so, and we not to do those type of things out of ignorance again. Once you learn and you know better, you got to do better. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, the water, once again, for us, the Most High literally allowing us to congregate with the brothers from HOI Detroit. Y'all have, again, the email, the YouTube channel is at the bottom, phone number is at the bottom. If any brother or sister want to, have any questions you need asked or answered, you know what I'm saying? Also, the website for Lions of Israel, many books to download. Brothers and sisters have different businesses listed on that page. You have the calendar as well. That's on there. Listed feast days, upcoming Sabbaths, so on and so forth. Again, our Cash App, LOI, money sign, LOI Detroit. We want to also say the water for those donations that we have received, because definitely been getting some in. So the water for that, because it definitely helps a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Definitely helps a whole lot. Brothers from HOI, they definitely have their YouTube channel, HOI Detroit. Same with Facebook. Your Cash App. What's our Cash App? Motor City. Motor City Lions. Money sign Motor City Lions for the brothers from HOI. Those donations help those brothers as well to help push this truth, build the church of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Doing the things that Yahushua did. We want to get to that level. That's what we strive to be at. And like the brother said, hey, no slothfulness. You know what I'm saying? No, none of that. We want the rewards that the Most High promised us. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, hey, Matthew 24:13, endure to the end, to the very end. Not just when you get a little tired or you feel like giving up. No, endure all the way to the end. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, Kwam Yasharala, Shar Shabbat, and all praise to the Most High.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful, Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
For the promise of life is is a blessing, and life is a lesson. Life is a setback, and life is progression. Life is uneasy at times, life is comfortable. Life will lift you up, and at times, life will humble you. Life is a gift, you better thank the Lord for it. Every chance you get, someone is less fortunate. Life goes in circles, life throws you curveballs. Life can be deceiving like preachers in the church halls. Life isn't promised. If I could be honest, the fact that I'm alive, that time has me astonished. Cause I came from the underground, being tossed around, being lost and found. Now they adore the sound of the priest, far from a nuance. Verses are proverbs, written's are the new psalms. Another song for the blocks and the avenues. Everything is plain, I don't speak to them in
I wanna
parables.
praise you, Yahweh.
I wanna praise you.
I wanna thank you, Yahweh. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
Yahweh. I wanna thank you, Yahweh.
For the power I see the world through different eyes. Every Sunday got the preacher telling different lies, hearing things that I really couldn't visualize. Should've listened, Big said you'd be hypnotized. I was a victim too, I say respectfully. They all up in the soup, don't know the recipe. Talking about I'm not who I was bred to be. Count me out, man, who made you the referee? Trying to get stripes, trying to cloud chase. At 19, I made an about face. Thanks to Christ, it's also about grace. And they lied when they said it ain't about race. But that's another song, I ain't the first to tell ya. Woke up on a deeper and a surface level. Learned the laws and the Lord's changed my attitude. And the song is to show you how a gratitude. I'm so grateful.
I wanna praise you, Yahweh. I wanna thank you,
I wanna thank you.
Yahweh. I'm so grateful,
We're so grateful.
Yahweh. I wanna